remember my first supermoon, our first long night, and my short fingers gripping at the window frame in anticipation and fear. I awaited your crash in a first meeting that was never to truly come. I remember my first talk with the moon, our first long conversation, and my young eyes scanning your surface for some sign of God. How foolish it seemed to pray to the insides of my eyelids desperately, with you hanging in the sky, waiting to hear my woes and begging. I remember my first time seeing an eclipse of the moon, our first night in which I did not want to see you, the red taunting orb above my head. I want to go to sleep. I don't recognize you tonight. But still, let's try again tomorrow night. I remember the night you died. I remember waking up in the dark. I remember seeing your name on the news. I remember thinking it was a joke. It's some twisted joke. What a joke that you'd been torn away from the world so cruelly, and that you had torn yourself away. I remember being selfish. I remember looking up into the open morning sky with no moon to pray to, deep breaths and shaking hands, my glassed over, dying hazel eyes, begging to the open sky to bring you back. And for that, for the first time, I ask your forgiveness. I remember the first time I refused to look at the moon, our first night apart, and my broken everything sodden and rotting in bed. If God could not help you, I didn't want his help either. I remember the first time you took the moon into your long, gentle fingers and let me know that you're happy now. You're at peace now. You're in a new, safer place now. I remember the first time I looked at the moon and saw it shining so much brighter than before. I remember falling to the ground and crying in joy and in grief. I remember feeling every emotion all at once for the first time. I remember the day you became the moon, and now I treasure every night.